Hello everybody, it's Slushie and welcome back to another video. Now I've tried to film this intro like 9 or 10 times now and it's getting really annoying, but today we'll be reviewing Halloween Kills.
You copy? I can't see you! Take my hand now! Get in there! Grab my hand! Ah!
Okay, so I seen this movie in theaters with my babe on the 14th, and it was really good experience, as far as the movie. The theater experience sucked ass because there's some drunken motherfuckers sitting next to us, and they couldn't stop yapping the whole time, making fun of Michael Myers, and in general just shitting and trashing on the film the whole time. So it really pissed me the fuck off. And then as they were leaving, they were saying how it's the worst film they've ever seen in their life. I mean, clearly you haven't watched a lot of movies, because there's really bad movies out there. Like, there's this movie called Rubber. That movie's absolute shit. It's entertaining shit, but it's shit. I'll get to that in a separate review, but anyways, Halloween Kills. So my babe didn't quite like it either. She actually said that it was unthrilling. I personally don't see it, but I guess everybody has their own opinions. In my opinion, this is in fact the most exciting, thrilling Halloween film that's been ever made. Because, there's just non-stop action. Michael's around somewhere, killing somebody, and it's just epic. Every time he shows up, I'm like, ooh, what's he going to do this time? What weapon is he going to use? How's he going to do this? Where's he going to stab him? What's he going to do? It's like, it always had me on edge, waiting to see what Michael would do. And in my opinion, that's what makes Michael Myers so interesting, because you never understand him. You'll never understand why he does what he does. And what I think this film succeeds most at is not trying to explain why he does what he does, and instead more so try to get behind the mask, see what he sees, So I love that. Instead of trying to explain the character away, which you can't do because he's unexplainable. He's the most mysterious being in horror history. Rob did his own thing. Curse of Michael Myers did their own thing. Halloween 2 went their own route with explaining why Michael's after Laurie and stuff. My opinion on this film, again, it's the most chaotic film in the entire series, and I mean that in the best of ways. There's kills around every corner. Blood everywhere. Some of the bloodiest kills I've ever seen. I'd even go as far as to say they're bloodier than the ones in Rob Zombie's films. They're absolute insanity. I mean, there's even a scene where Michael just stabs the shit out of somebody with a bunch of knives. Just keeps grabbing them off racks. Stab, stab, grab, stab, over and over until the knives are gone. I thought that was brilliant. It just shows you how pissed off that guy is. I mean, he does not hesitate. He gets a hold of you, you're dead. There is no, I'm going to break out of this, like with other killers. You can break away from Jason and Leatherface, but this motherfucker is pissed. You're not getting away from him. So, wow, this movie just, it checked off every single box that I had for this movie. I can't do anything but gush about this film. I don't have any negatives for this film. Again, it did everything I wanted it to. It's bloody, has a lot of good kills. Even the whole plot line with the city turning on Michael, basically, trying to end him. Because he's the spirit, this dark spirit that basically has haunted Haddonfield for 40 years that they wanted to end. And Tommy's the one behind this movement to basically kill off Michael to bring the town to peace. And it's kind of crazy, the way that they go about it. It's basically like a riot. I mean, in riots, people, just act. They don't think. They just act. And it causes a shitstorm. And this film definitely shows that. It has a lot of realism to it, I gotta say. To events that occur in real life and stuff, which I also really love. And also, I think it's worth mentioning that the score for this film by John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies is absolutely beautiful. It's dark. It's freaky. It's spooky. It fits the Halloween tone so perfect. I also want to talk about the Halloween flashback scenes. Those were amazing. Having them go back to 78 and trying to recreate that atmosphere and the feel of Michael Myers, it's hard. I imagine it's very impossible to do because you have to please so many people, especially when you have a legend like John Carpenter on set working with you, and you're like, dude, I don't want to make this look bad, because if I make it look bad and John Carpenter's here, I'm going to look like a fucking dumbass. I imagine it's a lot of pressure dealing with that. So, and Jamie Lee Curtis is there as well. So, I imagine it's really difficult. But I think that they did everything they possibly could to make this movie the best movie that they could for fans. Honestly, I don't see how, as a Michael Myers fan and a fan of slasher films, how you can hate this movie. Of course, there's going to be people that do, and you know what? I respect your opinion. I just don't get it. I personally do not get it. There's no reason you can give me that will make sense to me, because it's got the blood, it's got the kills, it's got the soundtrack, and it's got Michael Myers. What more do you want from a Halloween film? I mean, seriously, people need to lower their expectations. We're not watching Good Will Hunting here, we're watching Halloween. Slasher films have never had crazy plot lines, right? And if anything, I would say that this film is probably the smartest Halloween film of all, because they try to throw in several different levels of stuff in here, like psychology, basically, trying to get, within the mind of Michael and understand why he does what he does, by seeing behind his eyes and stuff. That's brilliant. I love that. And the whole metaphors and stuff with the house. How the house has this sort of, it's symbolism for Michael. It just means so much. It's such a deep film. For being a slasher film, it goes a lot deeper than what most slasher films do go. Maybe that's a bad thing, because maybe that means that people will start expecting that with every film. It's going to be deep every time. A slasher movie has to have some kind of intricate plot. No. When has that ever been a qualification? Friday the 13th plot is incredibly stupid and lackluster. Texas Chainsaw, the plot is just kind of thrown together. I mean, none of these big franchises or slasher movies, period, are ever really that smart. And whenever they do try to throw in a little bit of smartness or intelligence into it, everyone's like, oh, you know what, that's stupid. And if they don't do that, oh, this movie was too dumb. It's like, you can't have it both ways, man. Which one do you want? Do you want a movie to be smart, be a smart slasher movie? Do you want a movie to be by the numbers? Do everything you expect it to? And damn it if I'd say that this movie is both. And still, people are finding a way to hate on this. I do not get it. But either way, I give this movie a fucking 10. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. It's currently my third favorite film in the franchise, behind Halloween 4 and Halloween 1978, which those are always going to be number 1 and 2 for me. It's just everything after that is what changes. But anyways, that's my review on Halloween Kills. Sorry for the ranting and all the lengthy review and stuff, but I just want to get all my thoughts out. But yeah, hit like if you enjoyed this, subscribe if you're not already, hit the bell to get notified anytime I make a video or stream. Keep up to date with the channels, I have some crazy going on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!
Save me, you should never break me. You're the thing that makes me be afraid of myself. Don't tell me you're sorry, just say a thing to stop me. Help me break the silence, come and save me from myself.